Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Omos, the Colossus. So Omos is the weekend character. He'll be available potentially if you're lucky in grab bags or the loot this weekend for the showdown contest. He is a modern era striker. He has one link, the modern era link. Gems do 5% more damage, and one gear, the Colossus gear. He's a coach at 17k. X break gems are going to do 100% more damage. So almost is very, very good. Some low charge moves, nasty power gems. So we're going to get right into it. I have 5 build sets for you guys. Technically 4 and a tour and feud variation of this first one you're going to see. This first move set I think is my favorite. Also, you see I have the plate equipped, the chain of the Colossus plate. It really does nothing for Almost. When you break 4 or more red gems, make 4 random gems into red gems at the end of your turn. Only works on a swipe. So it's not useful for any of his movesets in its current form. If they change it to work on moves, then I think it will be very useful for him. But as is, it's not useful in its current form, in my opinion. So that's going to be equipped for the whole preview, and you can be the judge yourself if it does anything really at all for Almost. So I just want to call that out. I do have a strap equipped to him. Pretty good gem damage on him. You can see black gems are at 91%, the rest are 75%. Nothing special on the move one. I don't have a Fury black move damage medal, and otherwise just pretty standard, right? No tier 5s, so pretty standard setup. And let's get out here and take a look at this first move set. Really like this, a lot of fun, really fast. KO Punch. 4 MP black move, deal 52k damage, and choose one column to make into power gems of strength 36k. 7 gems at 36k a pop before trainers. Colossal Headbutt, 4 MP red, deal 48k damage, and choose a 1x3 area to swap into black gems. And the Beal, 1 MP purple, deal 29k damage, and destroy 4 random red gems. I'm sure you can start to see the idea of what we're going to do here. Trainers are all power gem. Since I have tour perks +3 and 2 on a match, it's loaded right away. I will run the feud set for him next. So 9k TLO Taker, we got Nakamura, Bree, and 15k Riddle. So we're getting 13k more damage on every one of those power gems. So we're gonna get out here on Ivar and take a look. And as long as we don't cascade, you can get 3 columns of power gems down turn 1. 3 columns if you don't cascade. And even if you do cascade, you're probably putting them away. Plates for this, I would actually use Sid's plate or the cheap shot, either one of those, because Riddle works on the Sid plate. Double Fury, double armor, either is probably fine. Double Fury, help you kick out more, not that he's probably going to need it. Double armor, going to keep them down more, not that you're probably going to need it. He's really good. So try and keep the power gems off of reds, because you're going to end up destroying them. So toss them down, and then you choose. And oh, by the way, with the setup, each one is 90,000. 90,000 times 7, we're almost 700. What are we? 600k, basically, on those power gems. Then we're choosing a 1x3 to make black. Yeah, 700k. And then we're putting another column down. Now we're going to destroy the reds, and if we don't cascade, we can put down the red move again. Just like this. And if we don't cascade here, we can put another column down. So Ivar had 4.5 million health to start. Now we have 3 columns at 700k apiece. So 2.1 million on this swipe. We're going to end up dealing over 5 million damage. Turn 1. And you can see on the swipe, because I broke red, it did generate reds. Did nothing for us, but it did generate reds. So, okay. That's ridiculous, right? But that's also with tour perks, so you can't run him in Feud that way. So let's look at him in Feud. But 5 million damage right there. Pretty nutty. So we're going to run the same thing. The MP trainers don't really matter here. I could not put any on, which is probably what I'll actually do, is just remove these and not put a trainer on. What's the point? Because I do have the tour perks, so it would be the equivalent anyway. You could use 2 MP trainers like I'm showing here. You could use 4 MP trainers. It's whatever you got. So this would be the Feud set. So we are losing out on 100+% of the base on the power gem. So they're not quite as strong for sure. But they're still pretty good. 52k per Feud, but there's also a lot of times perks for power gems in Feud, so not the end of the world at all. Same thing, if we don't cascade, we're going to get 3 columns. If we do cascade, we won't. Again, try to keep it off of red for when you destroy the red here. You can see we're already up to 800,000 with 2 columns. Another 800,000 going out. Now we're going to get another row down. Or another column, rather. And boom, he's got 2.3 million left. So actually, it works against us there. The plate. And we did 1.1 million at the end. Took over 3.5 million off. He's not going to kick out. So that's your Feud build with that. Really good. Let's take a look at another moveset now. This is going to be available at 5-star, triple black. That other moveset I believe you can do starting at 3-star. Very low level for them. So might even be available at 2-star. It's right away. This is a 5-star moveset. We're going to go triple black. Gonna bring in the finisher. We're going to bring in the 5-star move, which is the Colossal Boot here. And we're going to keep the KO Punch. So KO Punch, you know what it does. Colossal Boot, 8 MP black, deal 93k damage, and make 9 random power gems into multiply gems of strength 8. Those are big boys. And then the finisher, JKCB, deal 115k damage and choose 2 columns to destroy and pin the opponent. This is where it'd be nice if we had percentage black move damage medal, but I don't. So trainers, we're going double black MP. We'll start turn 1 because of tour perks. In Feud, you definitely won't start turn 1 with this. You will need a match. So arguably in Feud, you'd be better off dropping Ted, and then probably going with black move damage trainer, maybe Asuka if you have Asuka, or even potentially Matt Hardy, as you'll see in the next one. So let's get out here and see this one. So not turn 1 in Feud, turn 2 with the match though. And you can see I still have Cheap Shot. Well, you guys know I love Cheap Shot. But you'll see I still have the Sid power plate, and you might be saying, why, Mherex? So this move makes one column, and then you would get 2 power gems out when you use this as well. And the colossal boot, oh, also let's pay attention here. We want as many black gems as possible since it's its primary color. So 2, it looks like, is what we got. So we're going to go with this one, because there's no loot box gems in there. This makes 9 random power gems into multiplies, so that Sid plate is going to get you a couple extra power gems out there, and you can get 2 extra multis other than just this main column. So you can do a little bit more damage with the Sid power plate. You could pick the column where they end up in. If that makes sense. Obviously, this is going to recycle itself no problem with ×8s. And let's take this one. See how hard we hit. 900k. He might kick out. He will kick out. But like I said, no issues reloading. And we'll just do it again. This column seems to be the winner again this time. Move animations are really fast on him. I really like the power gem set. It's hard to get away from that, but we will see the next move set, I think, is also very, very interesting. So the problem when you're using double MP trainers on this is you lose a lot of damage potential. 800, 900k pins, not that great. Here we have 3 black gems. This will be a lot better. Oh, you know what? I forgot to change the coaches. I'm like, why is this hitting so weak? I was hitting well over 1 million. We're going to run this one twice. You guys are going to get to see it twice because Tired Mherex here forgot to equip the coaches. So, you know, if you don't have your Santa Hogan leveled up and you don't have Zombie Edge, you're going to hit harder than this. That was 1.1 million. I'm like, why is the damage so low? I've played this a bunch practicing it. It was way higher. I could cut that, but, you know, I'll leave my mistakes in there. So even if your Santa Hogan is only 600, which I think everyone could get him to 1100 for free, assuming you played, that's going to make a big difference. Let's switch these out here. Edge for black gem damage, no big deal if you don't have edge. Because you're destroying 2 columns, you could use any, like Lacey, who's free with, who does 2 different colors. You could use any of the flat guys. Lots of different ways you could go. You could use black move damage for this one, so like Hall of Fame Ted if you have Ted. There's probably somebody on your roster you can use that'll make a difference, because we are making ×8 multiply gems, which is pretty beefy. So even throw one of the flats on and then just look for a column. So let's say we put purple, right? This has 3 blacks and a purple. We could easily do that row. This is going to hit way harder now. Sorry about that, guys. We're obviously taking this column. We're going to probably put them down. I'm like, I was winning first turn all the time. I don't know what I did wrong. We'll probably win first try right here. I should know better than to call my shot, but... So they're doing 189k damage per black gem, 94k on the purples. Okay. That's better. Over 1 million. Oh, he's gonna no-sell it on me. Ah, we kept him down. Okay, much better. All right. It's amazing how when you use trainers and coaches, how much better the card is. All right, so you got a bonus match there. Next moveset is a variation of this, and I prefer this to the triple black. It's using the low charge moves. You probably would consider this with a line bonus, or if your Santa Hogan is 17k for the extra MP, because then you could do a lot more in Feud. Otherwise, this would be a line bonus consideration to me. Where if you have the right line bonus, like a +2 MP sort of thing and a multiply thing, I could see this being pretty nasty, potentially in Feud. Otherwise, it's just more of a tour, have fun, hit a big boom with. Because it does hit hard. All right, so we're bringing, you've seen all the moves, we're bringing the Colossal Headbutt back in. Choose a 1x3 area to swap into black gems. You might be thinking, this doesn't look like it's going to do a lot of damage, but, you know, hold on a second here. We're getting a lot more with Matt Hardy. And we're getting more black gems, which we have buffed. So, in a perfect world, you want a row break that has a red in it, and you can recycle it. So, no problem. We could use this column. We could use this column. I'm going to take this column. Now we're going to make the multis times 10. And you can see 237k on the black, 146k on the red, 86k on the green, but the greens are going away. Now we're going to just set up a row break with this move. And because we're leaving the red here, we will refill the red, and then we're going to get actually 5 black gems. So this is going to hit super hard. Very simple, very fast, and you can see 1.5 million damage. So I could certainly see doing this in Feud with a line bonus because it's so fast. Let me run that one more time without talking through it, just because so you can see just how fast this would be and why I think it's worth keeping in your back pocket. Cheap shot or head games for this probably is how I would go. I don't see many other plates doing too much for you for this one. No need for the Sid's power gem plate on this one because you're just taking out one column. Double Fury for sure because we're doing multiply gems. I could have taken that for 5, but it doesn't recycle and I like playing safe. I mean, we're probably winning for sure, right? But better safe than sorry. And this won't be quite as impressive because there's a loot box in this one that I'm going to end up breaking. And we're not going to get 5 black gems. So this is what it looks like. Basically about as crappy as it's going to go. We did get a little cascade. Again, 1.45 million. Super fast, super easy. And with a line bonus in Feud, I can see using this one for sure. Okay, last moveset. Oh, wow, he kicked out. No selling big time. See, that's why it's good to plan for the recycle just in case. Surely he won't kick out this time, though. Especially when we can make 6 black gems. So I won't follow my own advice here. Ah, we got the cascade anyway. That's going to hit super hard. Yeah, 1.73 million. Almost as good, folks. He's very good. All right, this last build is only here so I can show you guys the moves. It's not good at all. If the skill plate worked, it could maybe be good-ish. Because you're destroying the reds. So if it worked on the destroy, you generate reds, and then you could destroy more reds. But I'm not going against a 5-star gold to show this because it'll take forever. So I just am only doing this to show you guys the moves. Keep that in mind. This is just here to see the moves. It is not good at all compared to the other stuff. But this way you get to see the other two moves, and I don't have to sit through it for like 10 minutes like I did in practice. All right. So here we go. Colossal Backbreaker, 8 MP red, deal 87k damage and choose 6 gems to make into purple gems. Shoulder Block, 4 MP purple, deal 56k damage, increase your red gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. And the Beal, deal 29k damage and destroy 4 random red gems. Obviously, we're trying to buff the reds, then destroy the reds, recycle with the Backbreaker. And it sort of works. And it only sort of works because I have tour perks maxed. And yeah, as it is, cheap shot or head games for this. If the other plate started working on the destroy, the other plate would be better for this probably. Still not likely to be good enough to run. Could be wrong. So we're just loading up on all of our flat gem damage trainers here. We're doing red and purple because that's the 2 colors we're making. We're obviously going to leave Santa Hogan. And I'm putting Ray on there. So I'm certainly using rare trainers for sure for this. And that's fine because I don't know why you would ever run this compared to his other movesets. But I know people like to see the moves in action, so we're going to go against a 5-star silver, slum it against a 5-star silver, and you guys can see how this works. Or doesn't work, depending on your point of view. We're going to buff the reds. So buff, they're going to do 33k damage, but we're only destroying 4, so that's 122k damage. And we're very likely to run out of reds very quickly here. We didn't pin, which is actually quite ideal. So buffed it again. I could hit the destroy, right? And destroy 4, but there's really no reason to do that when I can get a 3 red match right here and fill the red much easier. And we're gonna do a row break here. So we're gonna get all the reds on the board anyway, plus the purples. This is our best chance to do a big pin and potentially keep him down, which I have not been able to win turn 1 with this at all. So it would be hilarious if I can in the preview. It is not as good as I made this look. Trust me. That's the hardest I hit with it in like 10 matches, just so you know. And that was 5-star gold strapped up against 5-star silver. I'm not going to run it again because it might take like 5 minutes. So it's not as good as that looked, and just keep that in mind. So Omos, this moveset in Feud, really, really dirty. This moveset in Tour is pretty nutty, and the multiply gem move can come up with some pretty crazy damage. Excellent addition to the striker class. Really, really like him. Certainly a top tier striker. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and remember to like, subscribe, and share as that helps me out. Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck out there.